Long before director David Fincher made his name with film classics like Fight Club and Seven, he made a really weird Alien sequel, Alien 3. But did you know it could have been even weirder? This is the Alien 3 that could have been. Presented by Wendy's Jalapeno Fresco Spicy Chicken. This year, James Cameron's Aliens turns 30 years old, and while it's one of the most beloved movie sequels in history, David Fincher's 1992 follow-up, Alien 3, didn't receive the same reception, though not for any lack of trying. Following the success of Aliens, Fox was immediately interested in the sequel, so the producers began kicking around ideas, at one point planning to shoot 2 sequels back-to-back. The first would put Ellen Ripley on the back burner, shifting focus to Corporal Hicks and the Weyland-Yutani Corporation's efforts to weaponize the xenomorph aliens, culminating in an epic 4th movie in which Ripley would return to square off against genetically engineered xenomorph soldiers. However, the 2-part sequel was eventually scrapped, and instead the producers hired author William Gibson to pen a 3rd film. Gibson was hot off the success of his novel Neuromancer and describes his take on Alien 3 as space commies hijack alien eggs, big problem in mall world. The plan to make Alien 3 be an allegory for the Cold War was foiled when the Berlin Wall came down, so the producers were effectively back at square one. Then along came an up-and-coming filmmaker from New Zealand named Vincent Ward, who wrote the skeleton of what became the final film that we actually saw, but with some pretty huge differences. In the version of Alien 3 that got made, Ripley and the alien are stuck on an isolated prison colony full of inmates, but in Ward's version, those inmates were technology-shunning monks, and the colony was a man-made wooden planetoid, sort of like a cross between the Death Star and a Gothic cathedral. The interior completely analog and medieval, with windmills and fields of wheat to circulate oxygen, and monks doing repairs on this space station in handmade leather spacesuits. That probably wouldn't be safe. Anyway, the monks are completely outraged by Ripley's arrival in a high-tech escape pod, and they don't believe her story about the xenomorph one bit, but after it starts killing guys off, they lock her up for bringing the devil into the monastery. Because of course, it's the devil. While she's in jail, she befriends an android monk named Anthony, who's locked up for being a high-tech artificial person. Anyway, they break out with the help of another monk, and after Anthony Android has a crazy Hieronymus Bosch-inspired vision involving bird people and a xenomorph-headed sheep, they fight the xenomorph off with metal bear traps and eventually kill it in a glass-blowing furnace. Much like in the final version, Ripley discovers that she has a queen embryo inside her. However, in Ward's version, one of the monks bangs on Ripley's chest, causing her to vomit the chest burster into his mouth, which was an idea taken from a medieval depiction of an exorcism. While Fincher's Alien 3 used some of Ward's ideas, a few others showed up in later Alien movies, notably a scene with the alien swimming, which was used in Alien Resurrection, and its ability to spit acid, which showed up in Alien vs. Predator. One alien trick that got scrapped entirely was the ability to blend into its surroundings like a chameleon and impregnate hosts directly without needing one of those cool facehugger things. Maybe these will make appearances in Ridley Scott's upcoming Alien prequel trilogy, or the rumored Neil Blomkamp backburnered Alien sequel, which we may never see, but we'll have to wait and see. Would you guys watch a medieval alien movie? I probably would. Explain why or why not in the comments. Please use complete sentences, and for all your sci-fi, monster movies, and other cool flavors of pop culture, you are already in the right place. IGN.